Well, it's Sunday and it's a bit drizzly because it's England, and I'm going to head out to the shops to see if I can get any yellow stickers. You know, I like to get my yellow stickers and just look at the deals, anything decent for Christmas time. I thought I'd take you guys with me, so let's head out and spend some money. So my plan was to go out and get clothes to put away for in about 3 to 4 months when I was hopefully would get into maybe an 18. That was the plan. But when I went out, the prices weren't amazing. I thought they might be a bit better. And plus also, I don't know what looks nice on me. My shape's changed. I don't really have a sense of fashion whatsoever. I just kind of wear whatever's comfy. I like these though. I like the rose gold on these shoes. I went to Evans, I went to Topshop, and nothing really stood out to me. I mean, like, those bottoms there were still £36, which is a lot. That was £35 jumper. I really didn't think, even with 20% off, it was worth it. I'm sorry. And this is Evans, which is a plus size shop, and everything is just, they just don't seem to make any clothes for younger sort of inspired people. I know I'm 42, but these clothes, I like the red top, I guess, but they don't really feel they're flattering. I went to a sports shop and I'm excited to see Adidas have bottoms in my size, but I still wouldn't pay the price. I'm too tight. I went to Next as well. I like that green top there with the stripes on it. What do you think? I'm kind of got my eye on it. When they have the January sales, what I'm going to be picking out when the January sales kick in. So it was kind of a bust today with all the clothes. I was kind of really disappointed, but I have got my eye on some things for when the sales start in a couple of weeks' time. So I just went to Boots, checked out the discount rack, which I do every time. All the snacks there, they're all like carby, so I couldn't have any of those, which is a bit sad. But I always pick through. I find quite good stuff in here. And then I went to some housewares. What do you think of that grey and white vase? I quite like that for our new room. And I quite like the pink cushions as well, actually. I think that's pretty. Just had a little rummage. I didn't buy anything from this. I just like to have a little look. I'm a sucker for like mugs and stuff. I have to control myself from not buying them. So I did really, really well holding back. I think I feel like I need an adult to come with me when I go shopping for little bits and pieces. So I didn't go to TK Maxx today, though. If I had, I probably would have bought loads of stuff that I don't need for the house. But these, again, I'm going to keep my eye on it. When the sales start, hopefully some of these bits and pieces will be in there. And I've got an idea of what I'm going to get. And then, again, some more housey stuff as well. And then I got a good tip from one of my subscribers to say that the Trulo alcohol that I had in my haul yesterday was available in this shop here. So I got very excited, went down there, but they didn't have it, but they had lots of gaps on the shelf. So I wonder if maybe that's the reason why they just had loads of gaps and they didn't have any. So I kind of came away empty-handed from all the stores. I went to Aldi and that was it. And this is what I picked up today. Can't deny that I am quite disappointed in the lack of everything bargains. Got some cat stuff because we're running out of their favourite stuff because they're spoilt. Got these for Paul. He apparently, one fell out into his mouth already. He said they were nice though. For science. It's for science. I bought a huge candle because I'm really just like the house smelling good. One of these, this is a really weird, I've never seen this labelling before, but it does not taste like Dr. Pepper Zero at all. Just got some shampoo. Got myself a sparkly Crimbo hat. Yay. These are pretty good price, £2.25. I thought that was quite a good price. These are from B&M. I went to B&M, Pet Shop, Boots, and Aldi. That was the only red sticker in the whole of Aldi. So that kind of sucked. Went to Sainsbury's to get some stuff, some ingredients. We've got some chicken. I've got some in the freezer, but I forgot to get it out to defrost. And a couple of yellow stickers, not much. Some veggies, which I just throw the whole thing in the freezer. I might have it for Christmas Day. Got one of these for Paul, £1.50 half price. A beef stroganoff thing. And I got some, this is on more yellow sticker. Again, it was slim pickings, but that'd be handy for something. Got some passato, that's going to be for my recipe. And a pack of pre-chopped onions, half price. And I paid full price for these because they actually, well, normally they're £3 and they're on £2.50 an offer. And a bulb of garlic. And for the kittens, for Christmas time, they love, it's Paul, they love scratchy boxes and they like scratch poses, and they also like boxes, so it's the perfect thing, and it's Christmassy themed. So I think I'm going to bust this open so they can play in it, because they've been running around the house for about half an hour. So they're very pumped for fun. So, and that's my stuff. And I'm going to make a start on my meal prep in a second, and get some chicken marinated and get all this stuff put away. So meal prepping time. I saw on Instagram this lady that I follow, low carb keto manager, I think her Instagram handle is, and she posts really good, lovely food photographs. And she did a butter chicken. I love curry, so I was easily won over, and she very kindly shared the link with it, which is for this one, which is from myketokitchen.com. I'll link it below for you if you want to take a look. I printed it off and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it, but then I realised it's one of those ones where they put it in cups only. And it's got like 1/17 of a cup of ghee. So I'm basically going to get the ingredients out. I'm going to marinate my chicken first, and then kind of wing it with my own measurements, common sense. So I'll flip you guys around there and show you what I've got for marinating first. I'm going to marinate the chicken for about 2 or 3 hours to get all those flavours in there, and while I get on with some chores and all that stuff, and then I'll probably finish cooking it off later. That is pretty much all I'm going to cook this week, I think. I'm pretty tired from yesterday. If you didn't see my vlog yesterday, I had been decorating and sort of sorting out the house. So this is pretty much all I'm going to be cooking today. I'm going to have things like scrambled egg this week and stuff like that. One of the reasons why I wanted to cook this is because I've got quite a lot of cream not used. I've bought and not used because I've cut back on my cream usage as well. So this is a good way to use up my cream. If you've never had butter chicken and you're not overly confident with the Indian food, this is not a spicy one at all. Unless you want to put chilies in it, it's very mild, and I may put some chilies in it just to give it a bit of a kick. We'll see, but it is a very mild curry, very creamy, and just very warm. It's very pleasant. So if you ever wanted to try curry, this would be a really good place to start. Either this or a korma, or maybe a tikka masala, that'd be quite mild for you as well. Anyway, let's get this chicken set up and ready marinating, and I'll get on with my bits and pieces around the house. So for this recipe, essentially, you would dice up your chicken. They recommend thighs, but I fancy chicken breast today. And you marinate it in spices and a little Greek yogurt. I haven't got any Greek yogurt, and I've got excess amounts of cream, so I'm going to use that. It shouldn't curdle or anything like that, but if it does, it's only me, so it doesn't really matter. And just basically garam masala, turmeric, cumin, and curry powder, and ginger. They did recommend fresh ginger, which is obviously better, but I just didn't have any, and I've already got this in the fridge, so why not? And also some garlic, which I'll crack as well. I'm going to dice up my chicken, coat it in all the spices, and leave it for a few hours to marinate. I've also grabbed out of the freezer a little half carton cup or something of chicken stock, because I don't mind making this a little bit more soupy. I quite like curried soup sort of style of curry, rather than being too dry, so I'd rather have loads and loads of sauce to enjoy. So I think I'm going to make mine a bit thinner. Obviously just ignore that if you don't want that. And then after, once you cook it, you would cook it in passata, fry up passata, onions, and then stir in the cream. And I'll be stirring in some stock as well, just to make it a bit wetter. And that's going to be it. So I'm going to get marinating. They reckon kind of macros, this should be 4 carbs, I think, per portion. I'm not so sure. I think it's going to depend on. I don't think I'm going to use all the passata, which makes. I mean, that's a big difference. There's like 25 carbs in there, so that's quite a big hitter. So I'm going to see, because I'm making it soupy, I'm not sure, but I will plumb all this into my app, see what it spits out, and I'll tweak it accordingly about how I want to, how many carbs and how I want to have it. But I think I'm looking at 4 portions for this one, just for some dinners next week, just to keep me going and for my freezer. Well, I blended all my chicken in and all the spices, and it smells amazing, but it didn't look like there was quite enough chicken for my greedy liking. So the only meat I had defrosted was the pork. So I've got chicken and pork, as you know, people are going to go, oh no, but it won't kill me. So I've now got like over 1 kilo's worth of meat marinating, which I think is going to be a much heartier dinner for me. But it smells amazing already, so I'm going to put this in the fridge for a couple of hours and then come back and finish it off with all the sauce. So I have got my chicken and pork mixture, which has been marinating for about 2 or 3 hours now. Fun fact, I stuck my thumb into the turmeric powder and dyed it orange, so all the now went orange, lovely. So about to paint them, not a problem though, Christmassy nails. I'm going to brown off my meat in my ghee, which is heating up there nicely, just to get it nice and crispy. And then what I'm going to do, because of the pork being obviously firmer, I'm going to let this simmer off for at least half an hour, probably 45 minutes. Just to tenderise that pork with a lid on to keep all the juices in and steamed. Put the passata in there with the stock, extra spices as well, and taste as they go along. It might need some salt, I think it's gonna. And at the very end, you put your cream in at the end to stir it all through to make it all delicious and creamy and lovely. And that's pretty much it, really. I'm not gonna have it with any cauliflower rice. I should have got some spinach, so that would have been really nice. I do like having spinach with my curries, but not today, I forgot. So I'm gonna get it in the pan, get crispy. And then I'm going to move on to the spices. Just stirring in the passata. Got a nice consistency. So I like a lot of sauce. I do actually quite like a sweet curry. And I used to before put a little brown sugar in there, particularly with the tomatoes. You can make them the food a bit tart and a bit sharp. So I might put some erythritol in this when I taste it at the end. And here is my dinner for tonight. So I've got my butter chicken. I put a little drizzle of double cream on top just for a little flavour. If I had some coriander, some cilantro, I'd throw some on as well. If you've never been to a restaurant, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a local thing. I live in the West Midlands. I lived in Birmingham for 20 years. And it's really common to get boiled eggs in your curry. I don't know if that's normal where you are, I don't know, but it's really tasty. So if you're looking for side accompaniments to go with your curry, try doing that. Just do some freshly boiled eggs on the side. Really tasty, because they really absorb the curry flavour really nicely. I've got some cucumber on the side. You could have something like paneer, which is Indian cheese, or you can make some spinach. I like either curried spinach, which is really, you can buy it in cans in certain shops, or just fresh spinach. Just stir it in to give it some thickness. And I've got 3 left over, so I'll probably have 1 in the week, and I'll probably put 2 in the freezer. This is about 8.5 carbs for the curry on its own. But you can carry on with extra bits of meat on the side. You can obviously eggs. You've got cucumbers, not too much, maybe 1.5 there, not too much. But I'm going to have that for my tea tonight. It looks delicious. Well, that's us done for the day. We have got some groceries due in a little while, but there's nothing sexy in there, so I'm not going to bore you with it. That curry was absolutely banging, absolutely like top 10 out of 10. My only regret was I didn't make double and put loads of meat in it. Amazing. So next time I actually will. So nice. Really recommend that recipe if you want to check it out. I'll leave the link below. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my weekly weigh-in. Keeping my fingers crossed everything goes okay. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow.